The fun part today is that for some reason I had muted even the YouTube video, so it is only soundless, and they half an hour nobody would have listened to anything.
Now you have connected?
Yeah, I connected. Yeah, now I have made it unmute.
Okay, my understanding of this oral discussion is, what is the point in understanding Brahman without knowing the Jagat? Yeah. There are two things. One is Brahman and another is Jagat. But in our, without that jnanam, we are ignorant. As ignorant people, we consider what we experience through our mind is the real. And we use always the scientific approach here. If there is something to see, something to feel, it may be in terms of touch, taste, weight, color, and all that, then we think that it is real. And the impression what we have in our mind about all this is nothing but it gives a feel of it's a real. Me means it is my body, is my name, and it is my thinking, it's my personality, and all that put together it is me. That is what original understanding. But through this teaching or through these shastras, what we understand is it is not the real. It gives a feel that it is real, but actually it is not real. That's the reason it is called mithya. It is there, but it is not real. It is changing from one form to another. It's continuously changing. So it is not eternal. So the one which is totally, it is eternal, all pervading. As per our knowledge, it is Brahman. But to experience that, first we have whatever we are experiencing in this world through our mind, we have to reprogram or you have to drop the idea that this is the real. And to drop that, you need understanding of that. What to drop means you know what it is before dropping. And if you know what it is, I think that's what we have studied throughout, the characteristics of all these Panchabhutas and this Panchaprana and all those things put together, Manasa, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara and all that. After understanding what it is, then only it's possible for us to drop. And we need to have a good understanding of Jagat, so that we can clearly negate that from our understanding of this real Jagat into Mithya Jagat. And then even we have to drop that instrument called mind and intellect, and also to experience Brahman. Once we drop it, then it is not there. Nothing is there. When nothing is there, the remaining is nothing but Brahman is our understanding. So it is very important to have the knowledge and then drop the knowledge. So negation is possible only if you say that what it is and then it is not that. That is the process of learning this spirituality. And without that, it is not possible. The reason is, if you don't have that, it is nothing but you are already Brahman. Then you don't need, you are already Brahmajnani. But since we are not Brahmajnanis, this is required. That's my understanding.
Correct. That you have understood the question correctly. So what is the answer? What is Jagat and what is Mithya in that Jagat?
Okay. What is Jagat is, in our experience, whatever we are able to give Nama and Rupa, and it has got some life. That is some part of this Jagat. And when we mix this, number of things, basically the 5 items, when you mix this, a combination of something is coming out. That is nothing but our body. It is 5 items bonded together is nothing but our body. That is one part. And other part is within that you have again so many faculties, Manasa, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. And something similar is there with what we see with the others also. Something very similar. So all that, there is a continuous transaction happens. When I see something, yes, in my manas, I am able to see, I am able to grasp, then I am able to think about it. If I see a person, I know that this person is good or bad. If I see a tree, I know that this is okay, it cannot move, it is at one place, but it is tree, I can clearly understand. So that understanding of all that put together is called this Jagat. And when the interaction and all that, when it starts, when I start thinking about that it is real, then it is samsara. If I know that it is really mithya, there is nothing called samsara. So now I think it is satya. That is the issue here.
Okay. Lata, by any chance you have found out?
What do you think? I will solve it so easily.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
So what do I consider as my world or Jacob, from my point of view? So I'm just talking from what we experience. I'm not talking, I don't want to talk theory. I can easily talk theory and then close it. Okay, so then I think we will not think deep. So I'm trying to say from what we experience right now. So for me, when I'm sitting in this room, so if I think in my mind, normally I have a family here. I have my husband and my daughter. So I am my mother and wife to these people, the two people here. Then I have my father and my sister and all, and then so many other people, the people here in the society, and then the ABB company where I'm working as an employee. All that is my world. Right, I'm considering this is what actually I experience as a world.
Right.
So, right, this is what I'm experiencing as world. So, but then right now I'm sitting alone in my room. And then only if you think about that I have a wife, I have a husband, a daughter and all, it comes in the mind. But when you're simply sitting without thinking anything, none of it exists. Really, in that sense. So only when you bring it up and then associate all that with yourself, like mine and it is my daughter, it is my husband, it is my home, then all this will come in the mind. So the identification and the relationship you set in the mind, that is nitya.
Good answer.
Right? But when you sit here, when I sit here, there's nothing, actually nothing.
Yes. It is, I think you are almost there. Very close.
Okay.
But it is good answer. When compared to but, yours is very profound answer. Because you're able to practically say what it is. Not that I'm trying to pull but that he doesn't know, but from the answer what he gave is more of the Vedanta, and what you are giving is from what you experience. Good. But it is not 100% right.
Okay.
It is still more
That's
deep.
what I said. I will not be able to solve it so fast.
Okay. To this much extent, in the last almost 4 years now, I think we started in August of 2018. So this August will turn 4 years. We are in March. Good progress to understand. And it has only happened to me today. So after doing this class for 4 years or almost 4 years, and today I could see what is Jagat. So I am no different than you or Bhatt or anyone.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so Srihari, you want to try from what you said earlier?
No, Vilas, I think I was still my thought process is more of what has explained. Maybe that's what I could also think while I was little trying to understand, and that maybe it was like layer only.
Okay, no worries. So do you want me to give answer or do you want to take time and we come back tomorrow and do it? What do you want? Then we can go back to Shloka.
You have to answer. The curiosity is there.
No, I can answer.
Because tomorrow you will lose that.
Okay. Okay, so the first thing, about Jagat, like what Lata said is correct. So that is the first part, which is 100% correct. If you are sitting somewhere, like you are now sitting in America, but you are with your daughter and you are with your other daughter, you are with your wife, and you have a family there. Do you by chance remember Bangalore?
Sometimes, not all the time.
Yes. So I'll give you an even more easy way out. When you went to the Apple store to buy the phone which was not working, did you remember Bangalore?
I remembered only Apple phone.
Yes. Did you remember your wife?
Going through the problem, I wanted only that solution.
Yes. Did you remember your wife?
Nothing.
Okay. No, wait, hold on. Not nothing. So the wife did not come. So did the wife really exist in you?
No, wife was there. Wife was there in front of, along with me. But he was not looking at anything other than
Exactly. I'm telling you that only. But so the wife as an object was there, but that object was not doing anything to you.
nothing.
Okay. Was there a daughter next to you?
Daughter was there.
Yes. But did the daughter came to your scene? No, right?
She was there. That's it.
That's it. Did that service fellow was there in front of you trying to address your phone?
Yes.
So you were all anxious on the phone, correct?
Yes.
So your Loka or Jagat at that point was only the mobile phone.
Correct.
So isn't it mithya? That's what your Jagat is at that point.
That is mithya. It is only during that time that thought was there.
No, you had only one thought.
Yeah.
So the mithya here is that you live in Bangalore is a mithya. Correct?
Yeah.
You have a wife is a mithya.
Yes.
You have a daughter is also a mithya.
Yeah.
And do you remember which store it is? No.
Now everything is gone away.
No, when
But that time going, I knew that my daughter is showing me, why should I worry about the store? It's Apple store.
No, that's correct. No, that's fine. But when you were in the store, inside the store, and this guy was transferring the data from one mobile to another mobile, the store also went away.
Yes.
The concentration was only on the phone.
Yes.
And that is what Brahman was at that point in time.
With a lot of excitement.
No, that excitement is that is the mind, but it has lost all the other things.
But when I was deep inside here on mobile phone, where is Brahman? Mobile phone is not Brahman.
No, it erased out all the things and that thought remained in that mobile.
Correct.
Yeah, Brahman takes the shape of mobile phone.
Yeah, that
Means
is
when I am able to give the attention, it is called Brahman. Attention is Brahman.
yes, that is what the definition is also there, right? You look at any of the
Live in
Upanishads.
the current moment.
Yeah, that is what it is, no?
No, live in the current moment means what? I should have only awareness. But here, I was looking at the mobile phone with a lot of attention. Yes, it is awareness. Yes, correct.
You forgot all.
But what is awareness here? Is it a mobile phone awareness, or it is something data transfer happening is awareness?
No, you see for yourself. now you cannot remember it.
See, when I give attention to you now, whatever you talk, it comes to me easily. If I don't give attention, I lose.
Yeah.
So that giving attention is the awareness, or understanding what you talk is awareness.
No. If the moment you give attention, it starts to penetrate. And it nullifies everything else.
That means you have to observe.
Yes, that is what is called Sakshi Bhava.
And during that time observation, you don't need even mind also. No data, nothing. It's all clean.
Yes. So now you forget the Brahman for time being. So the Jagat, when you started from your home with your daughter and wife and all that, she drove, let's say, and you went to an Apple store. Till that time, the Jagat was your wife, the car, and as soon as you got down from the car went away. Right?
Yes.
Then you entered into the Apple store. After you entered into the Apple store, the front door of the Apple store went away. Correct? Okay. Then when you met that salesperson and you told him about your problem, and then you wanted to buy a new mobile, then he took it and then he said, don't worry sir, we will transfer the data, and then everything went away.
Yes.
So Jagat is what then? What is Jagat?
Everything what I have seen and what is went away is Jagat.
Yes, whatever arose and whatever went away is Jagat. So the house we were staying went away. Then when you took the car, when she was driving, then that roads also went away. Then when you landed in this Apple store, that road also went away. Then when you entered into the shop, the front door of the shop went away. Then when you looked at the phone, the remaining people went away. Then when you were engrossed in that phone, your family went away. That is what.
Yeah, the same thing which I observed. I think I have told this. When I was sitting with my mother in the hospital, all the other worlds about the office and all, everything went away. Only that was there. And then when I was attending some meetings in the office, all thing about my mother, at least for that point of amount of time, it all went away. So that's where I got the realization that you can control what you want to keep in your mind. So if you keep on putting my mother's condition in my mind, I guess kind of anxiety will come. But that's our choice. You can put that away. If you are able to do that, what you bring up in your mind, then you can keep yourself calm and tranquil. What I thought.
Yes, that is correct. So now the second question comes. What is mithya in that then? Why it is an illusion?
Yeah, it all looks real, right? Everything looks very real. So how can that be an illusion?
Yeah.
Yes, it looks very real, correct. So now what you need to do is the second part of it. Lata, from what you said, now the second part. The second part is that when you see an object, there are multiple relationships happening to the same object. And not only that, every being will recognize that object in a different way.
Right.
And hence it is mithya.
Correct.
If everybody were to see
Say again.
Okay, I'll say again. Now there is an object. So I'll give you an example, but
Yes. Yes.
you are K. Subramanya Bhatt.
Yeah.
When your daughter meets you, will she say K. Subramanya Bhatt?
She say Appa.
Appa. Have you written on the board that I am Appa?
No.
No. How does she know that you are Appa?
Because she's trying to say.
No. He's been told that you are her father.
Yes.
Okay. When your wife sees you, will she say Appa? That would be an absurd answer. She will never, in her memory, it will never come because she has been told that you are her husband.
Correct.
So when I meet you, will I call you Appa? No,
No.
I cannot.
It's relational.
So that what it means is that the same object is being identified in different ways.
This is one point which I struggled to understand, Vilas, earlier. When you say Jagat is Mithya, and now I have that understanding, but before I used to really think very hard. Because how do you say it is Mithya? Because everybody else is also seeing the same thing, right? I see a table, other people also see a table. When I see a tree, other people also see a tree, right? So like that. So different thing. Then it took me quite some time to understand that the way it is perceived by everybody. Maybe I perceive the table in one way, but somebody else will perceive it in a different way.
Correct.
It took me some lot of time to understand that.
And that is, yeah, go ahead.
Then it broke. One day it kind of broke. I think I told you also. And
Yes, you told.
it was triggered by one of your Buddhist talks.
Correct.
Yes.
So,
But it took me a very, very long time to understand that actually.
yes, this is deeper one than the first one. So the first one you need to practice, like going on a walk, the previous room will go away. If I move from this room to the next room, this room is gone. It's not there. Till I come back to the room, then only the recognition happens. Like that, everything. Only when the object comes in front of you, you can recognize. If the object is not in front of you, you cannot recognize. That's fast is the consciousness, Brahman. It gives you that ability to see, hear, touch, smell, taste, and think at that moment only. And after that, it is not there.
Yeah, so I think if we didn't have these limitations of our senses, then we should be able to see everything at the same time and
Yes.
experience everything at the same time,
Yes, and even
here and now. No past and no future. So it just came back an insight to me just now when you told this.
yes. So when we say there is no past, when there is no future, there is no present, what you are saying is that the senses have stopped the movement.
Yeah.
And hence you can see everything now. That means the sthiti has been maintained by the consciousness. So as long as we are in Jagat, so long we cannot see Brahman. So unless we understand Jagat, no point in running behind Brahman. So,
Unless we understand Jagat,
yeah, go ahead. No point
yeah,
in,
unless we understand Jagat, we are not reaching Brahman.
yes,
Or unless we drop Jagat, we will not reach Brahman, right? To drop
Yes.
Jagat, we should have understanding of
Jagat,
There is no reaching. It's only dropping.
yes, only dropping.
yes.
There is
You are
nothing
already
to-
there. You have to drop.
It's already there.
So right now here is meaningful then.
Yes.
So the thing is, we are running behind Brahman. So you have to stop. Then you can see. So,
Yeah, that's very, very true.
yeah, so we are running. We are saying that Brahman is in some place. So I'll go and see. What has to be stopped is Jagat, not Brahman. Because it's already
Exactly.
it's already there. We are running.
Whatever you do here is only with respect to Jagat. For a common man, I am talking.
Yes, absolutely.
Anything you do, I am doing only Jagat, and I am in samsara, and I am keep using all my three gunas, vasanas, and karma is nirantara happening except my deep sleep.
Yes.
Karma in sapna is happening or no?
No, it is not. It doesn't work.
So as long as I am awake, I am doing
No,
karma.
it's not like that. You need to have an intention.
And my karma is always centered around me, that aham,
Yes, aham bhava has to be there.
my survival.
Yes, aham bhava should be there, and you should have a intent to do it. If you're doing karya, then there is no intent.
Yeah, without aham, we cannot function in this world. So aham is also needed in that
Yes,
sense.
it is just a label. So if you keep aham as a
Yes.
label, then there's no problem. If you keep aham as a person, then you have all problems.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now, what is Jagat? Two things. Jagat is as you move from one place to another, that place goes and the next place appears. That is what Jagat is. So when you sit, like what Lata said, you sit in your office, you forget all about the home. It is in the back burner and nobody knows what happens to that. Till you get a call from your home, you have no idea what is happening there. And then the consciousness arises there, and then you start thinking about the home, and the office goes away then. So at any point in time, it can hold only one object.
So you choose which object it has to hold.
Yes. You choose, absolutely. Now I hold office at home, wife will curse me. If I hold home at office, the employer is going to curse me. Now this is what Jagat is all about. Then the second part, same body, how can one recognize as a father, another recognize as a brother, another recognize as some other person? Only a fool will be able to talk like that. That means all the normal persons are fools in that sense, because they see father in a body. So when the consciousness departs, they are crying in front of the body, where did my father go? And the wife will start crying that where did my husband go? And the brother will start crying, where did my brother go? But he'll not talk about the father. And the mother will not talk about the father. She will talk about the husband. Then the neighbor will say that, where did my neighbor go? The colleague will come to the office and say, wow, such a nice colleague I had. He was a friend of mine and he went. And the friend will say that, wow, I lost my good friend. An enemy coming home, he'll say that good thing happened, that he died. You see the fun?
Yeah.
Yes. Consciousness allows us
to pursue whatever you want. It allows you to pursue whatever you want. The enemy is happy. Wow, this is good news. At last, I am hearing such a good news. I never had this news for a long time. And
yeah, that is also, I was thinking about Krishna with his 16,000 wives.
correct.
Or 16,008 or whatever. So, in Narada is going from one house to another house. He was thinking that one or two wives itself, there are a lot of problems. How is Krishna is managing 16,000 wives? So, he goes to every house. He sees Krishna everywhere. So, it is a analogy that's showing that consciousness is able to be present at every place, a different place at the same time, and also do different things. Actually, he saw him doing different things.
Correct. Which is what we are also doing.
So that is yes.
See, the same consciousness is appearing as Bhatt and it is in Sunnyvale.
Correct.
The same consciousness as Sri Hari is now in his hometown. And the same consciousness as Lata is sitting somewhere in home or at office or wherever. And the same consciousness is now talking Vedanta.
Mm.
And that is Jagat.
So talking, listening, everything is
Brahman.
Jagat.
No, if
Talking,
no, the establishing of consciousness everywhere is Brahman. Individually doing whatever they are doing is Jagat. So that's the reason I'm telling you there's no point in going behind Brahman without knowing what is Jagat. So first we have to resolve Jagat. It's already 9:30.
Yeah.
So we'll conclude Jagat tomorrow.
sure.
So in the
Jagat
meanwhile,
tomorrow.
in,
Yeah, sure.
in the meanwhile, think it over. There is even more deeper than what I just have said.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Good day and good night.
Good day.
Bye then.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.